Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon, and today I wanted to sit down and do a little conversation about goals and what my goals are for the first quarter of 2026. This isn't a new year, new me kind of a thing. It's more of I was looking at what was working for me and what wasn't, and I'd like to make some progress. Last year really showed me that being busy doesn't always mean making progress. It also doesn't necessarily mean being effective. So there were a lot of days I was doing all the things, but I still felt like I was reacting instead of intentionally designing my time. And I do want growth. I just don't want it to come at the cost of burnout and stress and fatigue. So this quarter is about building better support systems instead of just feeling constant pressure for my business, my creativity, and for my life. Although I didn't plan it this way, my goals have kind of come into little groupings. So the first group is about time and focus. I want to create a standardized daily schedule, not something rigid. I want something that helps give me a rhythm that gives my days a little bit more structure. I'm also working on a task time index because I'm really tired of completely misjudging how long things actually take. I know I'm not the only one with this problem, so that's something I'm looking forward to getting figured out. And I'm also working on my business roadmap for 2026. Basically, kind of just the guideposts of what should be happening and when, so that I feel relaxed that I have the structure already built out. The second group is kind of about my systems and my space. Videos have been a struggle for me. So we're going to make a video ready setup that's easy and simple, and we're going to roll with it. I am not a high-powered studio and I'm not a professional videographer, and that's okay. The second thing is about organizing my production closet, which is a seriously scary space. It technically works, but it's terrifying to look at, and it shouldn't be. It needs to be a space that I can feel like I'm getting my stuff done, and not a space where every time I look at it, I think, I have to get this done, but gosh, this is a disaster. It's a big part of my business, and it should focus. No, I should focus. It should look like I have focus. What am I trying to say? It should not just be a disaster. Let's leave it at that. I also want to do a little refresh of my laundry room. It's one of the first rooms you see when you come into my house, and it's not awful, but it's not really the vibe that I want people to get when they walk into my house. It's also not the vibe I want to get when I walk into my house. I just want it to look freshened up. The next set of goals is what I'm kind of thinking about as my life support systems. It is, number one, the goal for making a nutrition plan. I am someone who has autoimmune issues and digestive issues, and I can ignore those and eat anything I want, but then I'm going to feel tired and not my best, and that's not great. So I want to work on that. And something that ties to that is doing a freezer inventory. We were lucky enough when we first got married to get a freezer from my parents. They've always had a freezer in their basement where they can store extra frozen food, and it's something that they've found to be really useful, valuable. So they gave us one when we got married. So we've had one forever. But the problem is, if you don't keep it organized, you forget what's in there. You forget what you've already purchased, and then stuff gets shoved to the back, never to be seen again. And I don't want to be wasting. And I also want to make sure that we're utilizing everything we have on a good rotation. If I get a great sale on something that I buy a little extra of and package it for my freezer, that sale only benefits us if we utilize everything we've purchased. The last group of goals is about, I guess I'll say, learning and sharing. I haven't come up with a good name for it, but the name's irrelevant. So the first thing is Skillshare. My mom got me a Skillshare membership. I asked for it for my birthday last year. And I did use it a lot at the first part of the year, but then I kind of fell off and I have 1 month left. So I'd like to make sure that I'm taking a conscious effort to do a couple more classes and get the value out of it before it's gone. And the last thing is a campaign that I have named the Honeybee Campaign because it's utilizing honeybees that I drew. as kind of the core thing that brings it all together, but really it's a package that gives everybody a taste of all things Designer Chameleon. There is art, there are worksheets, there are journaling prompts, all the things that people in my Patreon receive every month and enjoy. This is just kind of a sample pack. I want to get that wrapped up into a bow so that I can start sending it out to more people to enjoy. Everything in my goals really comes down to alignment. It's my foundation, which is my word of the quarter. It's not about doing more. It's just about making the things that I do more smooth, easier, less mental load, less stress. I hope you'll subscribe and come back to see how these goals play out. And if you'd like a little bit more behind the scenes, a little bit more detail than what I share here, you might want to check out my Patreon. The links are below in the description box. Talk to you next time. Bye.